collected miscellany Genshin Impact reactions, reviews, whatever you want to say. I'm Salvi B. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. If you haven't already, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, because that's how we're able to grow this thing. When we hit 2,000 subscribers, which is hopefully any hour now, I will be opening up a Discord. The links will be in another video, not in this video, because obviously I don't have 2,000 people there. And at the end of the video, as always, we will be reviewing some of your comments, reacting to your comments as well, responding to. So hang out for that too. And without any further ado, let's just switch my screen real quick. Okay, here we go. I don't hear it. Oh, there it is.
Children as special as Qiqi are few and far between. As a zombie, time has no effect on her.
Oh, I didn't know she was a zombie.
Difficulty committing things to memory. For Qiqi, perhaps this is a good thing.
Well, zombies have bad brains. That makes sense.
Forget her past and be an herb gatherer at Boo Boo Pharmacy. But those who underestimate her just for being a child do so at their peril.
Oh boy, don't underestimate the children.
I am a zombie.
Qiqi zombie. Oh, she did say she was a zombie. I didn't know.
Forgot what comes next.
I forgot that she was a zombie.
With her mastery over crime,
does that make me a zombie?
Qiqi is a powerful asset to your team. Despite her size, she has the strength to protect others. With Qiqi
oh, so she's just a support character?
Always feel safe.
Seems like a support.
When gathering herbs, she always knows where to find them, because she always carries a notebook with her that has all their locations marked.
Oh, so she doesn't have to remember.
Completely lost.
She's got her handy dandy notebook.
With Qiqi on your team,
like Steve.
The mini-map will show areas where
Blue's
plants
Clues reference.
unique to Liyue grow, making it easier to gather certain resources. Qiqi's normal attack can combo up to 5 slashes, dealing physical damage to enemies. Holding the attack button consumes a set.
I guess you're not using her to like take down dungeons, right?
Flurry, dealing high physical damage.
I don't see there being like a Qiqi main.
Elemental skill, Herald of
I guess it's a main for
Frost,
everybody, right?
deals cryo damage to surrounding enemies. Herald of Frost moves with the character, dealing damage along the way, while also healing the current character periodically.
Oh, that's cool.
While Herald of Frost is active, normal and charged attack hits heal the entire party and nearby allies.
That's cool.
By a set amount based on Qiqi's
like
attack power.
Aggro
Not only does
healer.
this increase the team's endurance, it also allows you to dominate the enemy when paired with Hydro. This skill is also useful during exploration.
He's a Hydro helper.
Using it to freeze water surfaces is a sound strategy for conserving stamina.
Oh, that's dope.
After unlocking the talent Life-Prolonging Methods, when a character under the influence of Adeptus Art Herald of Frost triggers an elemental reaction, incoming healing is increased.
Sacred name, Fortune Preserver.
When Qiqi
kind of powerful.
releases the adeptal power sealed inside herself, she marks nearby enemies with a fortune-preserving talisman and deals cryo damage to them. When enemies marked with fortune-preserving talismans take damage, the character dealing the damage is healed. By choosing an opportune moment to use Adeptus Art Preserver of Fortune, the whole team can be protected while dishing out damage.
Ah!
After
I like this aggressive healing method.
Normal and charged attack hits have a chance to tag enemies with a
That's cool.
fortune-preserving talisman, once per set time period. Qiqi has the ability to constantly heal, an excellent safeguard that helps keep your team alive.
Well, she's constantly healing.
The more difficult the battle, the more apparent Qiqi's assistance becomes.
So you don't really need to. You'll never really die.
First use Herald of Frost to allow your team to deal constant cryo damage.
Yeah, look at that.
And
See?
easily trigger elemental reactions for greater damage.
Look out now.
The effects of Herald of Frost will
look
keep
at that
your team
movement.
fighting fit, until the right moment comes to unleash an elemental burst, allowing your team to safely unleash all the firepower they've got.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
As a zombie, Qiqi has escaped the grip of both time and death.
She doesn't die. She's like a vampire zombie.
I do not know, but I doubt it was.
Cannot kill what is already dead.
Are the heavenly principles toying with her, or is fate seeking to torture her? Is an ordinary life of simple pleasures really a thing so fragile.
So if she had a good memory, that would make her stronger. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, she's okay. Oh, Mona, how you doing, Mona? I look good. I look good for her. I just got dressed up for her.
Illuminate all mortal destinies, though few have eyes to perceive their meaning. But Mona, an astrologist newly arrived in Mondstadt, is able to read the fates of others through stars reflected in the water.
Oh, really?
But while no phenomenon is hidden from the astrologist Mona, she struggles often with the minutiae of daily life. It is a most common predicament. The more you seek truth, the more simple joys elude you.
Ah, because you're never satisfied.
Long had I foreseen it.
Look at that.
Mona has skill that matches her reputation.
Okay.
As a hydro-aligned catalyst user, she masters the battlefield with ease, controlling the situation and creating openings for her teammates to
Super
attack.
elusive.
As a student of all things in and under the night sky, Mona also has a strong grasp of weapon construction. In truth, she finds that most weapons are wastefully made. When she crafts weapon ascension materials, she has a chance to recover a portion of the materials
that's dope.
used.
She's gonna recover. I mean, as using her as my
Mona's
main to
normal
build.
attack performs up to 4 strikes
To
that
recover
deal
some
hydro
stuff?
damage. Holding the attack button consumes a set amount of stamina and deals area of effect hydro damage after a short casting time.
Yeah.
Mona creates a phantom of fate from coalesced water. This phantom taunts nearby enemies and deals continuous hydro damage to them.
There it is. Continuous
The phantom
hydro.
explodes when its duration expires, dealing area of effect hydro damage to enemies.
Doesn't really do much.
Holding the elemental skill button causes Mona to ride a flow of water backwards and summon her phantom. This skill has many applications. The phantom can be used to taunt enemies, making them wet and priming them for attacks from Mona's allies.
Sick.
It can also help her out of a pinch.
She's actually perfect for me because I like the electric characters,
When
and she
Mona
is
sprints, she
my
cloaks
favorite
herself
design
in
character.
flowing water, consuming stamina to move rapidly. Ending this skill causes Mona to emerge, getting nearby enemies wet.
Oh, I didn't know
Illusory
that.
Torrent also allows Mona to travel swiftly over water.
I didn't know that either.
Once her first passive talent is unlocked, Mona can create a phantom automatically if she maintains this skill for a certain period of time with an enemy nearby.
What?
Fate is upon you.
She's great.
Mona summons sparkling waves and creates a reflection of the starry sky.
She's
applying
great.
the wet and illusory bubble statuses onto all enemies in the area. When affected by illusory bubble, weaker enemies will be imprisoned and unable to move. Attacking imprisoned enemies removes that status from them.
Okay.
And deals an instance of hydro damage.
She's
When the
dope.
status is cleared, the enemy comes under an omen. Enemies affected by an omen take more damage. On the ever-changing battlefield, Mona's capacity for control cannot be overlooked. This astrologist aids her team at critical moments, controlling the field.
So I
and
could like
maximizing her
control
teammates' damage.
everything she does. I could like create like a super controlled character, get everybody wet, hit them with some kind of like electricity burst, then put out another electricity character, repeat, freeze them, no, put them on fire. Wait, if I put them on fire and then I hit them with Mona, does that cool them off or does it hurt them more? But then I go back to electric. Oh, that's what I could do. Because you put them on fire after electric and then you get combustion and then you can put water back on them and repeat. Oh, that's the... So if I did water and 2 electric characters with a fire character, I'm dope. And I have Bennett, so I have Bennett and Mona. So then I have to just decide on which electric characters I want. Oh...
As the battle begins,
Cool.
she first summons a phantom. It taunts enemies and lets her switch out, using the opening created to cooperate with her teammates
See?
and deal massive damage to enemies. She uses these combined techniques to control enemies, allowing the party to damage.
She can stop them from moving.
Once
with
the time
ice.
is right, she uses her elemental burst to entrap enemies and attacks them to trigger damage bonus effects.
So sick.
This way, she can defeat the weakened enemies before her. all
So
in good
sick.
time.
Yes.
Mona's hydromancy is indeed unique.
Hydromancy.
No one can deny her intelligence and talent. Within Mondstadt, there are few who possess the ability and a desire to seek truth equal to hers. But beware, O young seeker.
Truth is important.
You must sacrifice your all to unravel the world's secrets.
She's
Can
curious.
the astrologist Mona truly bear such a burden?
Ironically enough, I'm a very curious person. I did not know that about Mona until right now, but now I like her even more as a fellow curious bird.
Everyone in Liyue knows it is Rex Lapis who protects their borders. But the city's daily affairs are run by the Keqing. As Yuheng of the Keqing, Keqing acts decisively.
Real quick, I just want to say that there are so many awesome shots in Genshin Impact that I absolutely love and adore, and this is one of them. I want to make this the background to my computer because it looks that good. All right, that was it. I just wanted to say that.
Knowing every inch of Liyue like the back of her hand. Yet as a representative of the mortals of Liyue, she has much to say about Rex Lapis's unilateral governance.
Ah, she's
We live
political.
in an era of change, as the old order that has existed for 1,000 years is about to be rewritten.
Within the Keqing, Keqing is one for action. Ruthless efficiency is her modus
Keqing
operandi.
is all about her ruthless
Like her
efficiency.
personality, her sword work is both swift and uncompromising. This, along with her control of Electro, brings a shockingly abrupt end to any enemy. Keqing could not be more familiar with Liyue. Even on long journeys, she always finds a swift route back home. If dispatched on an expedition in Liyue, she will complete it more quickly than most. Keqing can unleash a combo of up to 5 normal attacks, her final strike allowing her to pass through enemies. Yunlai swordsmanship is both offensive and defensive, offering a way to dodge some attacks and strike back from a better angle. Hold the attack button to
She doesn't seem
consume
very
stamina
special.
and release a 2/ flurry,
No?
dealing high physical damage. Tap Keqing's elemental skill Stellar
Keqing does
Restoration to
not
throw a lightning
Keqing
stiletto,
me.
which deals electro
I don't
damage
think
to
of
enemies in
Keqing
a
when I think of
small area
Keqing.
upon impact, and leaves behind a
She's
lightning
kinda
stiletto
like-
marker. If
I don't know.
Keqing uses Stellar Restoration again while the marker is still present, she flies to the marker and performs
That's kinda
a quick
cool.
slash, dealing electro AoE
Now you can
damage.
use that to escape as well,
Holding
right?
Stellar Restoration allows Keqing to aim the lightning stiletto before releasing it. Adept use of the lightning stiletto produces various results. With the lightning stiletto,
Yeah, see
Keqing
what I'm
can
saying?
flash into battle and attack from the best position.
That's kind of
The
cool.
lightning stiletto can also be used in exploration to navigate challenging terrain. Keqing can also clear the lightning stiletto with a charged attack, causing a slashing thunderstorm that deals electro AoE
I'm
damage
sure
at
that
its
she
location.
has her means.
Deft use of this skill
I don't think I would use
to
Keqing.
creatively deal ranged damage.
I like the little
After unlocking the talent Thundering Penance,
portal effect,
using
I guess you
Stellar
could call it.
Restoration while the lightning stiletto is
I think
present,
that's pretty cool.
converts Keqing's normal and charged attacks
Keqing
to
with the
electro damage
cha-ching.
for a short time.
Cut to the chase.
That's
Keqing
cool.
unleashes her electro power, causing electro AoE damage. Hiding behind the shadow of her sword, she relentlessly slashes surrounding enemies at lightning speed,
Now if you had them
dealing
watered up
multiple rounds of damage.
with some
With a
fire,
final
yeah.
burst of electro AoE damage at the end. After unlocking the talent Aristocratic Dignity, casting Starward Sword increases Keqing's crit rate and energy recharge for a period of time. light on her feet and leaving no shadow.
She looks
Qiqing is
cool.
a sharp addition to any team. Groups of enemies or single opponents are no match for a well-executed combination of her skills. Keqing cuts them all down.
I feel like she's a high skill character. Like you need to like really understand how to play this game and how to use her.
First, use her
and have some crazy damage outputs.
Then, use her elemental skill again to zip into battle and strike quickly.
Right?
Follow up with more electro damage, using her elemental skill to
She's definitely one of those type of characters.
And continue to use the
you need to really get a good grasp on how to use her.
Move and attack. Keep up the offensive to rapidly accumulate energy.
Yep, there it is.
Once full, it is time to unleash Starward Sword and bring the fight to a perfect end.
I feel like you need to do more.
Human history is to be written by the people. Even without the protection of the gods, Liyue would flourish as always. This is Keqing's belief. This desire to take fate into her own hands. I remember this feeling. Will she be able to bring her vision to life, to protect this land she calls home? In the hands of the Keqing, where is Liyue headed? The road ahead is unclear, but we shall wait and see.
I feel like she's a cool character, but she's weak. I feel like she's not. I mean, no, hold on. I feel like her strikes are weak, and that's why she has to strike so many times until she gets going with her specials, and then she becomes stronger. That's what I mean. Let's get into the next one. Childe.
The Fatui from Snezhnaya
The
are known to
Fatui.
make waves wherever they go in Teyvat, and Tartaglia is a driving force within them. Of the 11 Harbingers, 10 concern themselves with clandestine operations. Tartaglia is the sole exception. Rather than lure his enemies into a trap, he prefers to face them head-on in one-on-one combat.
Oh, he wants that fight. He's got that dog in him.
The wind is picking up. There's conflict in the air.
He wants to get right in your mouth and fight
His
you.
reputation precedes him.
That sounded
Childe
weird.
is known far and wide as a fearsome warrior, well versed in a variety of fighting forms.
Oh, so he can use all
He can
the different
switch
weapons?
stances at will, and has 2 distinct modes of attack at his disposal. When Tartaglia is in your party, all characters' normal attacks gain 1 level, dealing increased damage as a result.
Wow. That's interesting.
Tartaglia is weakest with a bow, so he chooses to use one precisely to overcome this weakness. His normal attack can combo up to 6 consecutive shots. Charging the attack executes a more precise shot that deals increased damage. While aiming, hydro energy accumulates on the arrowhead. A fully charged arrow will deal hydro damage to enemies on impact, and also apply the Riptide status to them. When an enemy is affected by Riptide, further hits from Tartaglia's fully charged arrows deal multiple bouts of area of effect.
I like
hydro
that.
damage.
How they kind of bounce back and forth like a pinball.
Also, when Tartaglia defeats an enemy affected by Riptide, it causes a Hydro Burst, which applies the Riptide status to nearby enemies.
Okay, let's watch
Unlocking
this.
the talent Never Ending extends the duration of Riptide. Faced with a strong foe,
What was that? We just
will
watched him
reveal
stare
his
there?
true might.
Oh, just
When he casts
how
his
long it took.
elemental skill, he summons weaponry fashioned from pure hydro, dealing hydro damage to surrounding enemies in the process, and also switches to his melee stance. In this stance, his normal attack now combos up to 6 consecutive hydro slashes.
Are those water swords?
Charging the attack consumes stamina.
How
and
would
releases
water
a
swords
2/4,
even work?
dealing hydro damage.
They'd have to be flowing in order for him to hurt.
In melee stance,
That's weird.
When Tartaglia strikes an enemy affected by Riptide, he deals area of effect hydro damage.
That's weird.
Tartaglia exits melee stance when his elemental skill is cast again, or after a certain time has elapsed.
Yeah, right.
He then returns to his ranged stance, and his elemental skill enters cooldown.
So he's got
The
bows
longer Tartaglia spends
until
in
he's got
melee
water
stance,
weapons.
the longer the cooldown time. After unlocking the talent Sword of Torrents, when in melee stance, if Tartaglia deals a critical hit, the Riptide status is
I think the
applied to
best
the
part
enemy.
about him is his buff to his teammates.
Depending on Tartaglia's stance, his elemental burst will unleash one of two different attacks.
Riptide!
Okay.
In ranged stance, Tartaglia swiftly fires a hydro-imbued magic arrow ahead of him, which deals area of effect hydro damage.
Right.
And also applies the Riptide status to enemies. Afterwards, Tartaglia regains some of his spent energy.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
I don't like him.
In melee stance, Tartaglia performs a slashing attack with a wide area of effect, dealing substantial hydro damage to all surrounding enemies. And if the elemental burst hits an enemy affected by Riptide, the Riptide effect will be consumed in a hydro explosion, which deals area of effect hydro damage.
No.
Tartaglia is a formidable warrior who
No.
lives for the heat of battle.
No.
He chooses his moments to attack and retreat.
I don't want to use him.
And is
I don't like
tactical
him.
when selecting his mode of attack. This is what makes him so powerful. Faced with a single opponent, start by firing at them from a distance to apply the Riptide status. Then, enter melee stance and go in for the kill. Use fast and frequent attacks to trigger Riptide effects and deal immense damage.
I don't think he looks really
Against
strong,
groups
to
of
be honest with you.
enemies, build up energy in advance and unleash an elemental
I'm not gonna
burst
lie.
in ranged stance to apply the Riptide status to the group. Then enter melee stance and attack the enemies affected by Riptide,
I'm not impressed.
hacking away at their health while also restoring Tartaglia's energy.
Yeah.
Wait for an opportune moment to unleash another elemental burst.
Truly not impressed by him.
All out
I'm
in
actually
one go,
bored by him.
bringing the battle to a clear-cut conclusion.
Yeah. No thanks.
Few know where Tartaglia acquired his fighting skills before becoming a Harbinger. Nor do many know where his lust for combat originates. There is a dangerous secret to the martial legacy he inherits, but it is one that even he himself does not fully understand.
He just wants to fight,
Since
man.
becoming a Fatui Harbinger, fighting for the Tsaritsa is his new motivation as a warrior.
He just wants that money. He wants to
Childe
fight people
is the
and
Tsaritsa's
win money.
weapon of war, and he stands for the might of Snezhnaya.
Oh boy.
An icy storm is starting to blow towards the other nations. Brace yourselves. Tevat is about to get cold.
Yeah. I probably won't be playing with him. Tartaglia. Call him Childe. Tartaglia. Not interested. Now, somebody I am interested in playing with.
When
Zhongli.
it comes to Liyue's sacred traditions, the divinity is
Let's
in
check
the
him out.
details. Even the most fastidious of academics don't claim to know them all. And yet, the mysterious funeral consultant, Zhongli, seems to know them like the back of his hand. The ancient rite of parting is a most unique tradition. Many details have been lost over time, but Zhongli is still able to perform the rite to perfection. Though he looks young, Zhongli knows each ancient tradition inside out,
How is he old?
but his own past is
What makes him
shrouded
old?
in mystery.
He doesn't know his own past, but he knows everyone else's past?
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Zhongli excels at manipulating Geo, able to create and absorb Geo matter, and provide sturdy shields for his allies.
I like him.
This, paired with his exceptional ability in combat, makes him a reliable member of your party.
He looks
Zhongli
dope.
seems to know everything about everything, even a simple chunk of white iron ore. He is able to pick out the best ore and use it to maximum effectiveness.
So you could put him with Mona.
When forging pole arms, Zhongli recovers a set percentage of the ores used.
I like him. They're like element
Zhongli's normal
creators.
attack can combo up to 6 strikes, dealing physical damage to enemies. Hold the attack button to consume a set amount of stamina and lunge forward,
That's dope.
casting down stone spears across Zhongli's path, dealing significant physical damage.
That's
to
pretty
enemies.
cool. I mean, unless you miss, then you're screwed.
Tap Zhongli's elemental skill to summon the Geo energy from within the ground, and form a stone steel,
What?
dealing area of effect Geo damage to enemies.
What is that?
While the stone steel remains, it will periodically resonate with nearby Geo constructs, dealing continuous Geo damage to surrounding enemies.
Wait, what?
You can take advantage of this in battle, Draw enemies affected by other elements towards the stone steel
Yeah.
to both deal geo damage and cause crystallize reactions. Use the elemental shield created by crystallize to help your party survive. Stone steels can also be used to block enemy attacks or climbed to traverse difficult terrain. Holding Zhongli's elemental skill causes geo energy around him to explode.
That's kind of whack.
Creating a jade shield and dealing area of effect geo damage.
Yeah.
The jade shield absorbs damage. The amount absorbed scales with Zhongli's max HP and is higher against enemies' geo attacks. If Zhongli is surrounded by targets affected by geo, it will drain a large amount of geo energy from up to 2 of them. This effect does not deal damage, but can effectively break down.
He's not very. I don't see myself playing.
Ore deposits.
You know, I thought he was cool.
Unlocking the talent Resonant Wave,
I like his story more than I like his ability.
It will fortify your character.
I definitely do.
To absorb more
I like what he looks like and his story better than I like how he's played.
Zhongli can bring a huge meteor crashing down, dealing massive geo damage.
That's kind of cool, but I don't really know what it's gonna do beyond make them rocks.
Become immobilized. After unlocking the talent Dominance of Earth, Planet Befall deals additional damage to enemies.
Yeah,
which scales
he
with
looks kind of boring.
Max HP. Zhongli maintains his composure, even as he meets out punishment in
Great
battle.
story.
His exceptional
I love his
ability
story.
to provide support and deal damage.
Not a fan of how he's played.
Quite prepared for any scenario. As the fight begins, first use Zhongli's elemental skill to summon a stone steel and draw enemies near it, creating the ideal environment for dealing damage. Next, create a jade shield to absorb incoming damage. Then, alternate normal and charged attacks, stringing together attacks to deal
I don't like him. I'm probably not going to use him actually.
Unleash an elemental burst and coordinate your party's attacks to wipe out the
I don't see him being like, maybe he's strong by himself, but
as the host of the Rite of Parting, Zhongli still calmly goes about his work.
Yeah, his story's more interesting than he is with combat.
Him may be descending into chaos, yet he remains unperturbed, sipping his tea and watching a good show. Quite the fascinating character.
He loves to watch his good shows.
As Liyue faces the turbulence of change, does he believe it is none of his business? Or is he also a player in this game, acting behind the scenes? It may be some time before the answers finally emerge. But no matter, for time is not something I lack.
I probably won't play with him. If you're new to the channel, this is the part where we review some comments and we see what you guys are saying out there. So, Hikaru Shinyi, I like Genshin event, especially if there is a limited event weapons. I wouldn't dare miss it because when the event passed, the weapons can never be obtained anymore in the future, just like the Festering Desire Sword. Oh wow. Oh wow. I didn't know that. But good to know now. To know now to pull for weapons I really want. Thanks. Your comment made a video. All right, cool. Let's keep going. Brr, bye. Is that a llama? In fact, a lot of players actually quite like Albedo. He easily has one of the best lores in the game, and in the winter event are always anticipated, but his playstyle and kit is the epitome of quick swap, and he's also a Geo character, isn't the best element in the game, and even if Geo teams, he doesn't provide any synergy other than being Geo and extra damage. He's basically a character that exists as a flex slot for a lot of teams, just there doing damage is replaceable. That makes sense. That makes sense. So that's actually that's like kind of what I was thinking about Zhongli. Like there is no like reason to have him on your team. That doesn't make sense. from No Name, who has a name, which is in fact No Name with a flower. What happened to MTash reminded me of the thing that happened to me personally. I was into the Asian MMORPGs for a long time, and I will say this, those were a chore of destruction. I can tell you this, oh my man, we got a paragraph, let's go. I could tell you this based on the experience of getting the same cookie cutter formula thrust into the fore in every title I've played through them until early last year. It was fun when I started doing the beta jobs of them in the 90s and may have... What? You've been doing this since the 90s? Maybe a few after that when it was still fresh and new, and communities they built were less toxic. Even in the internet sucked up all the dial-up. It was amazing at the time. We gotta talk to this. Who is this? No Name. We gotta talk for real. You're talking about doing MMORPGs in the 90s? What? No Name, if you're watching this, or if anybody's watching this, we got to get No Name on a channel. Wow, I would love to learn about the MMORPGs in the 90s. That's why I quit MMORPGs. It took me a while to let go of them because of the nostalgia they had from the day strong. I swear I know I had a problem there, but these were titles I grew up with, and they were hard to not have a sentimental value, but I knew I had to let go because it seemed to erode something in me. The enthusiasm was dissipating. Every day you log in and do a constant event, it was like a second job that I wasn't happy with anymore, so I just left. I dropped everything and stopped. Now, when this happened, I went for Genshin out of a friend's recommendation, but it took me a year. I did join the fray and checked what the game was all about. I gave it much thought. Hailing from the cutthroat world of MMORPGs with our mega whalers, I've being one of myself. You're a mega whaler too, that's good to know. It was honestly a breath of fresh air. I was on an adventure alone and somehow didn't feel so lonely, and exploring the maps was therapeutic. My bank bills also been thanking me hard because I haven't had to spend an eighth of what MMORPGs were pushing me to spend before. Even if there were less interactions and only a handful of friends to traverse the world with, it was very enjoyable, so I guess the reverse became true. I think I found something I was missing, or maybe lost in a jumble of Asian MMORPGs. Wow. This is a great comment. I'm reading it for a video right now, and you have created a lot of questions. Do you want to be interviewed sometime so we can talk about whaling in an MMORPG with gacha? I don't even know if they're with gacha. I want to know. I would love to talk about that. Rohit Pant, yes, I would love to join. Oh yes, that's right, we're creating a Discord. Great. We're gonna be creating a Discord, guys. The link will come out soon in other videos. Hoyoverse is for global and MiHoYo just China, I assume. Hoyoverse didn't exist before. It was like just MiHoYo, then they changed it. Okay, so got it. And okay. Oh, where'd it go? Guys, I think eventually we're gonna have to find like an easier way to do this. You eating ice cream is not a bother, man. Oh yes, I eat ice cream in the middle of this video. If you want to know what kind of ice cream I ate, you're gonna have to watch the video. I can tell you right now, it wasn't anything special. And I like the reaction. Thank you for reacting on a Genshin Impact trailer. Yes, I love ice cream. I do. I love ice cream. All of it. LOL. Thank you for the comment. Cool. Sure. That's another one. That's another positive for the Discord. Cool. Let's see what we got. No Name again. It actually very easy to catch up in the content. I mean, if you're like me that devours all of it like a fish to water, it's the curse of the completionistic and very VERY curious tendencies. I got into exploration so much that I just zipped through everything until I had no more of the map left. Just 250 days plus in that. but just casually mentoring the maps in a good way too. This is like really thoughtful comments. You have the best comments. Right now, you have the best comments. No name. You have the best comments so far in my channel. Thank you. Really? I mean, these are like, let's keep going. I have had a day where I was just roaming around and purposely getting lost in a few weeks in, not paying mind to the main plot of the game or not even aware of the events and the banners, because Archon quests can be done so quickly and in succession. I found out. So I paused on that and I was discovering every corner of the world looked like first. I think I didn't go back to Mondstadt Archon quest until 100 days in, question mark. I preferred to pace it at some point until the lore got me curious again. Last thing, Raiden is actually a really great pull. Well, she was unexpected for me. I only intended to get Ayato, but she tagged along. I got both in under 30 pulls, which is insane. Now the hard part comes in, farming for their mats. My highest is currently level 80, and boy are they 5 stars expensive. Since I never expected to get one on every banner I pulled under, I have to painstakingly build them today, which is fine. It's part of what makes my experience mine, as yours makes yours yours. That's a thoughtful statement. Enjoy the game. Would love to see more of your adventures. It's very nostalgic. They really do have the best comments. Kokomo, she walk on water. Oh man. Oh man. LOL. She could really walk on water in the game, or you're saying like she walks on water like the fans love her and there's no wrong she can do? A little bit of both maybe. Why is that he always looks away when something substantial happens? When it comes to, oops. I don't know what they're talking about. Oops. So you don't like Kazuha? He is the most popular character in the game. Really? Is that true? Kazuha is the most popular? The most popular? Is that true? Hello there. Nameless. Hi. What do you have against good looking guys? What does that mean? Huh? What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. Shinobi Gaming and Anime. Love Yamiko. Love Yamiko so much, especially since I pulled Raiden Shogun. They work so well together. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I like Yamiko too. A lot of other reasons. No, she looks I like the editor-in-chief part of her story. That's cool. I think that's really cool. You're forgiven. It's about frickin' time, Pinksy14. They wanted my head. For that I subscribe to you, but I understand though that people have different likes and dislikes, Nahida. Thank you. Thank you. He skipped Kokomi's character demo, and then he looks at chat the entire time. She makes an epic entrance. I saw sorry. I'm sorry. Can we leave on a positive note? Sure, why not? We got another person. That's T29 Hot Rod. Let's go. Another person who's interested in the Discord. You guys want to see the Discord real quick? You guys want to see that? Maybe we'll end the video with that. Newer character get often more love than older ones. You mocked Nahida and at her peak. Yeah. Yeah. Big mistake. That's a big mistake there, Sakaruto 3 music. Big mistake. Okay, let's wrap. You guys want to see the Discord real quick? I'll give you a glimpse. If you got this far in the video, I want you to put the name of the Discord. The name of the Discord in the comments, right? So there you see it, the name of the Discord. You could all see it. It's right in front of you, right? Salvi Sanctum. That's what it's called. We got a bunch of stuff going on in here. It's gonna be fun. We got the main chat. We got some general information here. It's gonna be dope. I think it's gonna be dope. Oh, I just went in here by accident. No, get me out of here. Stop the call. I didn't want to go in there. I went in there accidentally. Look at this. Don't leave the crazy man here. And we have an entries suggestion. We have some YouTube videos going to go here. YouTube streams. We have entries. I just pinned this. This is going to be pinned. This is my thank you to everybody. But if you want to see more about it, you got to get in there. We got fan art. We got gifts. We got cosplay. We got some reaction to the roles. That's going to be pretty dope. I'm not sure if I like those images yet. Maybe we'll change them one day. to my own personal ones. But yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be real fun. Fun. So yeah, that's pretty much all we got for today, guys. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. If you haven't already, do me a favor. I asked like a couple times already. I won't ask any more times. I promise. Do that right there. I'm ready to go. I got things to do, people to see, man. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.